If it's an assignment that you submit that's due today and you submit it tomorrow, the highest grade you could get is a B. If it's submitted 2 days later, the highest is a C. 3 days later, a D, and F, and so on. For exams, if the only thing that's acceptable is if there's a documented medical emergency that happened the day of the exam. Other than that, try to discipline yourselves, set up good habits, and turn in work on time. Everything, the entire dates and deadlines are posted for the entire semester, so everything is there. You're aware of the dates and deadlines, and nothing is a surprise. What's the maximum number of points you can earn? The correct answer is 100. If you look at the assignments, it may seem like it's not a lot of points, but it really is, because if you submit everything, you get it, and you submit great work, you get 100%. That's an A for the semester. So it may seem like one discussion one may not seem like it's a lot of points. 3 points for a discussion. If you don't complete that, that's the highest grade you could get is a 97%. So although it may seem like it's not a lot of points, it really is, because there's just 100 points in this class. The exam may not seem like, again, other things like the exam may not seem like a lot, but 15 points, getting a 0 in in one exam is the lowest you could get for the entire class, is an 85%. Okay. And last, if you have any questions, check the syllabus. Most of the questions I get asked is directly found in the syllabus. So if you send me an email, if you post on the course questions, you may see a response with one of these images. But everything is on here. For the assignments, for the paper, the group project, there's a separate instruction sheets that I will that is posted on Canvas. So if you have, it provides a detailed explanation of each area. Let me see if there's other things I'd want to point out. Diversity. If you have a disability or need accommodations, please register with the Services for Students with Disabilities. Sometimes there are temporary accommodations. Just please contact me as soon as possible. When you submit any written work or any verbal work, just make sure you edit your work. There's a lot of free resources where you can get assistance with that, and I will send out reminders of that throughout the semester. And practice academic honesty at all times. You are responsible for understanding this and following policies. Avoid cheating, plagiarism, fabrication, and facilitating academic dishonesty. How you can do well in this class. What are my expectations? So one, I want you, the basic common mistake is following directions. For example, the field experience paper requires students to engage with a culture at CSUN. I've gotten many papers where this does not happen. Okay, if there is an issue with engaging with a culture at CSUN, let me know. Let's communicate. Let's discuss that. But I've had many papers where students engage with a culture that's not at season. So that's just the basic way of losing points by not following directions. Do the work. Again, read, take notes by Thursday. Complete the assignments, but I want you to complete assignments that are better than average, are better than just basic completing the assignments. I want you to use your critical thinking. I want you to think about, okay, I want you to think beyond surface level of, let's say, an iceberg. What are things that are not talked about, not discussed? What is something that is beyond the basic answer, the basic responses? Deepen your level of understanding. Use critical thinking. I want you to get creative in your assignments, in your responses. Again, let's brainstorm, talk to me about it. I also want you to engage with the course, each other, and myself. When I say engage with the course, I want you to, it kind of goes back to reading, doing the work, enjoying the course, engaging with each other, your groups, the discussions, and also myself, because we are in an online environment. There's no face-to-face interaction. If you want to discuss matters with me, feel free to do so. Let's set up an appointment. And lastly, I want you to take care of yourself. A common concern with college students is not eating. So I want you to take care of your health. I want you to eat, get some rest. There's a lot of free resources on campus where you could get free food, where you can get some rest. Once you do that, once you take care of yourself, everything else should follow. Everything else should work out. But ultimately, that is, I would say that's the most important. Take care of yourself, eat, have a positive attitude, and then enjoy this class, because this class is very enjoyable. Topics are really interesting, and there's so much to learn from each other. And if you have other questions, feel free to post the question, and I will try to clarify the what's on the syllabus.